Boop. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Race Car Recordings. My name is Lars and today we are checking out the Terra Firma from Zander Circuitry. The Terra Firma is a power amp distortion. It's kind of based on the Earthquaker device's Acapulco Gold, which is in turn based on the Sun Model T's kind of power amp section and the way that that kind of breaks up and distorts and gets crazy fuzzy. The Sun Model T is insanely deafeningly loud and is really famous for stuff like, well, there's a band named Sun, actually, is literally the logo of the amplifier, and it's just doom and like. So that's kind of what we're aiming for with this. Zander Circuitry very kindly reached out to me and were like, yo, do you want to kind of put this thing through its paces? And I was like, hell yeah, son. So here we are. You saw the track before. I'm going to talk you through the pedal, all right? So we have got input gain. All right, I'll put some B-roll over this. B-roll now. So we have got gain, which controls the input gain of the pedal. We've got a tone control, which kind of controls the other two controls next to it, shift and body. Really, tone, shift and body are all tone stack controls, and they're super interactive in the way that you dial them in. And then down the bottom there we have got blast, which kind of just bypasses everything and just blows your entire face off. You've got a 8-way rotary in the center there, which controls the different kind of clipping diodes and whatnot. I'll talk you through all that in a second. And then you've got the general output level at the end. There is also, I'm told, I haven't had a look at it yet, but on the inside there is a like an internal thing to control the overall level of the circuit. It's like an internal trim pot for the level of the circuit that controls kind of how heavily things clip and compress. And when you dial that back, according to Alex Zander anyway, when you dial it back, you can hear a lot more of what's going on in terms of that tone stack. The changes become more apparent, but as you turn it up, the things just get kind of compressed and clipped and generally maimed. You end up with a bit less interaction from those things. Not that they're still very interactive when it's turned all the way up, which I believe mine is, because metal. But they're still very effective, even when, as we will see in the playthrough, which is coming up right now. Let's do the thing! do you think of the Terra Firma? I really like the Terra Firma. I think it's really cool. It's interesting because this isn't necessarily the sort of thing that I would normally use to get the tones that I look for. I don't normally do, at least for metal stuff anyway, I don't normally go kind of the fuzzy route. I don't even go the distortion pedal route. I get my sound, like my distortion sound anyway, straight from the amp, and then if I need to push it, I'll use an overdrive pedal like a TS808 or a TS9 or an SD1 if I'm going to a Marshall, or any one of those things. I don't normally tend to go the fuzzy route, but this has actually been really, really good fun to use. To the smaller side, I didn't show you the different clipping options in that video playthrough. That is so that this video doesn't blow up into some huge 20-minute monolith. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this video, and then I'm going to release another video very, very shortly, basically just showing all of the different clipping options and how they clip in various ways and means, and it's going to be great. So stay tuned for that. It's not just useful as a guitar pedal either. I mean, having 8 different clipping options available to you, and the fact that you can near enough hit it with line level ish, if you maybe turn it down a little bit, maybe with a pad or something. There's like the kind of weird synthy sound towards the end of the track you heard at the beginning. I'll give you a little. What that is, that's actually Spitfire Audio's BBCSO Discover library. It's a cello and a violin playing that part, and then I just ran it through this and completely destroyed it, and it sounds really cool. It's a cool, having so many clipping options available to you is cool for sound design purposes as well as for guitar pedal purposes, is effectively what I'm trying to say. I like how it sounds, I like how versatile it is. Price point wise, we're looking at £149, which I think is about right for a fuzz pedal. Most fuzz pedals anyway. I know there's cheaper ones and there's also insanely more expensive ones, but none of those that I've seen have so many clipping options available to you. They're not quite as versatile, and this truly is actually versatile. If you want a fuzz, this will do all of the fuzz, all of the different clipping options, and it's really cool, and it'll sound great doing it. Most importantly, I like how, that tone you heard at the very beginning of the track there, I rolled back the volume on the guitar and it didn't just crap out, for want of a better expression, but a lot of the fuzzes that I've used fall apart completely when you dial them back, with the exception obviously of the big muff, where if you dial back a big muff it sounds amazing. But yes, I'm a fan, I like it. If you're in the market for an interesting fuzz that maybe not everybody has, so that when you go to your jam night or you go to band practice or whatever, somebody's going to be like, yo, what's that there fuzz? This is the one. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We really, really do appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. Check out some of our older videos and stay tuned for the new ones coming. Our fancy new studio, got new lights, got new camera, got new microphone, got new all the things. Check it out. Stay tuned. I'll see you later.